Check it out. B-roll. What is B-roll? It's footage. This footage that goes over what you're seeing to do three essential things. Let's name them. It covers boring talking head shots like this, it pulls people deeper into the story, and most of all, it spices up your videos. This, my friend, is what will keep your viewers glued to the screen. It's kind of what has you on the edge of your seat right now. See? Trust me, your favorite YouTubers use this technique whether you realize it or not, and it's pretty easy. Even you can do it. So let's start off with the small basics, and over time you'll be able to work your way up from this point until you master this video technique. But wait, put down your camera and don't even hurt your head about lights that you don't have, because that's too complex for right now, and overdoing it at this point just isn't necessary. I want you to go and choose a shaded area with available light, and it can be inside or outside for that matter. If you're outside, try to shoot early in the morning or just before dusk. These are the best times to get great looking footage, as the light is softer and prettier and just downright friendlier. Now the reason I ask you to put down your camera is because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Yes, if you don't know exactly what you're shooting, then you end up wasting your time, you get frustrated, and you feel like a bum. Well, but not really. Yeah, really. We're going to make what we call a shot list, where we outline the camera angles and types of shots we need to get the most out of the product or thing we're shooting so as to have the greatest impact on the viewer. Now remember, the purpose of B-roll is to make your content more interesting and appealing, to help the story and keep viewers engaged for longer periods of time. Now usually you want to find a portion of your video that will have a lot of visual interest, that will keep your audience engaged, and then plop it right into the beginning of your video, which is your intro. And with the help of B-roll, your intro should then evolve into a captivating hook, which keeps the viewers watching. A general rule of thumb is to show and not tell. If you find yourself telling your audience something that would be cooler if you showed them, then you know it's time to break out the B-roll or cover footage. Now, how do we build on this and make it more interesting? I'll tell you how. Tone and feel, composition and framing, actions and movements. So first is tone and feel. You have to decide on the tone of the piece, which dictates how the viewer should feel when they see it. Here's an example. Before turning on the camera to shoot, always remember to take the lens cap off, or you won't see anything but darkness. As opposed to it being read like so. Before turning on the camera to shoot, always remember to take the lens cap off, or you won't see anything but darkness. So, the tone and feel determines how the information should be interpreted and dictates how the viewer will feel or receive your piece. This ties into the next point of framing and composition. Usually when information is expositional or just plainly stated, you can shoot it, well, plainly. Just show the action being told by getting general shots. A general shot or wide shot is where the product or person is just shown just the way it is, so you can relate to it and what's being said. There are no emotions involved. Next is the close-up shot, which gives the viewer more details visually and also gives us a chance to hide things that we want to reveal later by switching to a wide shot. But the most exciting framing and composition is the obscure shot. Whereas wide shots take all the emotion out of a piece of footage and the close-up gives us intimate knowledge, the obscure shot is our opportunity to create some mystery and intrigue around what's going on to keep the viewers guessing about what they will see next, and also gives a stylistic feel to the piece. The obscure shot is pretty easy to set up. Just remember to always have something obscured or blurred in the foreground, with the main action taking up most of the space on screen and kept in focus. Now let's talk about actions and movement. Of course, when making a YouTube video, it's best that you are in the shot as the star of the show, because you can carefully craft your actions to the script. But what if you don't have that option? Well, you can always use paid or free footage. The only downside to stock footage is that it's just that. It's stock. So unless you sift around for actions that fit your script, it's going to be pretty general and bland and not unique in any way to the video, which pulls the viewer out of the experience. So for as much as possible, always try to be in your videos, or at least shoot your own B-roll. For one, it's fun, and two, it flattens out your learning curve, making you that much better at your craft. Once you've determined your tone and feel, which tells the viewer what's important and how to receive it, this will then dictate when and how you frame and compose your shots on camera. This comes with experience, so if you don't get it right away, don't worry about it. Just keep practicing. Now, of course, these are just the basics on the first day of school. So if you want to know more about how to shoot B-roll and how to compose your shots so that you get the most out of your footage, check out these videos right here. Go on, go ahead. Click them.